this is my YouTube channel. So I decided to do a YouTube channel because it is my senior project, and for those who don't know what a senior project is, it is a very big project that seniors do before they can graduate, and I decided to do mine on makeup because I honestly would really like to do makeup in the future and I really like it, things like that. So if you want to keep watching and see how I got this prom look, then just keep watching. Thank you.
Hey guys, just before I get started, this is a little disclaimer that this is my first time using this camera, so some of it is out of the shot and I'm so terribly sorry for that, but just bear with me, okay? I did go ahead and do my eyebrows off of camera. I used the Anastasia Dip Brow in medium brown, and I went ahead and primed and set my eyelids. I'm using the Better Skin concealer in light to prime them, and then the RCMA No Color Powder in the banana shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette to set. So I'm just going to take my transition shade on the Morphe M504 and really blend that into my crease and make sure it's all blended out. And I'm also going to take burnt orange and then also put that into my crease and make sure it's really blended out. For this look, I want it to be blown out, kind of a warm look. So that's why you're going to see me keep going back and forth and keep blending until I get my desired look. Okay, so I'm just going to take the raw sienna color from the Modern Renaissance palette with my Morphe M502 and buff that into my crease. I want to keep this one lower, then I put burnt orange so it's really gradient and blown out. As well with this chocolate shade, I'm going to keep it lower, than I put raw sienna. Now I'm going to take this shade and keep this one even lower, defining my crease more and keeping it closer to my eyelids so that I get that gradient effect that I'm going for. And honestly, if you don't think it's blended out enough, just go ahead and take the color that you put down before it and just blend it out even more. Now I'm going to take this shade and really put it deep into my crease so I define it more, because I really want that defined crease look today, since I am going to go ahead and do a half cut crease. So I'm just going to blend this one into my crease, and I like to take it on the corner of the brush so that the corner goes directly into my crease, and then the rest of the brush just blends out my eyeshadow for me because there's no product on it. And you're just going to go ahead and see me just keep going back and forth. Now I'm going to take Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette on this Glamour Dolls 10 brush that I got from the Ipsy bag. It's honestly the cutest brush ever. It has little whales on it. It is literally my favorite brush. You're just going to keep seeing me just go back and forth, blending that color out, and so that it's really blown out and smoked. Now you're going to go ahead and see me take my Morphe M502 with no extra product, just blending that Cypress Umber color back out. Okay, now for the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease with this brush that I got off of Wish, and my concealer, which is the Better Skin in Light. And then after I'm done cutting my crease with my concealer and my brush, I'm just going to go ahead and take the RCMA No Color Powder and just set that so it does not get on the top of my eyes, because I do have hooded eyelids. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to put the NYX glitter in 05 with this e.l.f. professional concealer brush. And I'm just going to stop the glitter right where I think that it should stop and try to blend a different color in so it's more of a gradient effect. Now I'm just going to go ahead and try to blend out all the harsh lines. And then right after, I'm going to take this brush and put Cypress Umber right on top of the glitter so it is more intense. Now I'm just going to take my M502 with no extra product and just go ahead and blend out all my harsh lines. I did go ahead and do my eyelashes off of camera. I'm using the Vegas Nay. Ooh, that hair flip though. I'm using the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour lashes, and I also did a very thin liner on top. I used my NYC liquid liner in black. Now I'm just going to go ahead and smooth out my pores and prime my face. I'm using the Tarte Marcua oil to prime my face because I do have dry skin. And yeah. Oh, hi nephew. He's so cute. I love him. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take my Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick in Y225, but for the stick it is 117. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with my Beauty Blender. Well, actually, this is the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, but you know what I mean. Because this is a prom look, I did want a little bit more full coverage, so I just went ahead and took my stick and just went over my face with little dots to get more of coverage in areas I need it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take my concealer, which is the Maybelline Better Skin in Light, and I'm also going to take the Rimmel, what is it called? The Rimmel Match Perfect in 125 Fair, and I'm just going to use that to brighten up my skin because my concealer is the same color as my skin and I wanted it a little bit brighter underneath my eyes, so that's why I took that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with my Real Techniques sponge, as you can see here. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my RCMA No Color Powder with this Real Techniques flat brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and set my under eyes. I do have dry skin, so baking doesn't really do much for me, but if you'd rather bake, then feel free to bake, girl. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just set my eyes. I am going to use like a fair amount because I do like that it gives me more of a fair look right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and dip into my Tarteist Pro Glow palette in the shade color. It's literally called Shade, and it's just this cream contour, and I'm going to use that with my Real Techniques contour brush. And you're just going to see I'm going to put it in the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and blend that all out so it's all nice and blended. Now I'm just going to take the same shade color and I'm going to use that same brush and do it on my forehead so my forehead doesn't look so big and give it some dimension. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and just blend that in so it's all nice and blended. Now I'm going to take Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer and my Morphe M556, and I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up the skin with that. I got this little 3-stack of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, Milk Chocolate Soleil, and Sunny Bunny, and it's actually like the best thing ever. I'm gonna go have to buy like the full size ones because like I do not contour without these because like they just blend so well together. You're just gonna see me go ahead and do it on I've always been told it's a 3, so like your forehead, your cheeks, and then your chin. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my NARS Eater brush with Chocolate Soleil and just more contour my skin in the hollows of my cheeks so I do have that sharp contour. Okay, you're just going to see me doing the same thing, contouring my forehead with the NARS Eater brush and also my chin. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques Beauty Blender sponge and just go all over that so it's all blended. Now I'm going to wipe away the extra powder that I do have, and I am going to bake my skin because I do put my hands on my chin a lot. Like I always rest my face on my hands, and this actually helps my makeup stay on better, so that's why I'm doing that. And I'm just going to go ahead and go with my smile lines because I do have smile lines on my chin and again on the other side of my cheeks, so I do have that sharp contour effect. I did want my face to look a little bit more bronzy, so you're going to go ahead and see me go back into Milk Chocolate Soleil and just bronze up my skin even more and bringing it higher so I do give myself like that more of a tan look because right now I am really fair. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that and kind of bring it forward onto my cheeks because I like that look. And I'm just going to wipe off all the extra powder and yeah. And then you're going to go ahead and see me go in with my beauty blender and just go over where I did have the powder because I do not like the if the powder is still on my face. Like I like to take the wet beauty blender because then it'll take away all the extra powder that the brush didn't. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take the Milani Rose d'Oro blush and this Luxie brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and dust those on the apples of my cheeks. I don't really like a bright blush effect, so that's why I only use very little, and you can see me trying to go over it to dilute it with my beauty blender even more. And I'm going to go ahead and take Champagne Pop in the liquid form and just put that on the tops of my cheekbones and then also on my nose and my cupid's bow. And then I'm going to go ahead and again blend that with my beauty blender. I honestly, like, if you don't have a beauty blender, you really need to get one. Like, this saves my life. This is why my makeup is always blended, like my face makeup. I literally go over my face with my beauty blender like 50 times before I leave the house. It's like the best thing in the whole world. Okay, so if you do use a cream highlight, just make sure you really do blend it out And my favorite way to blend out cream highlight is either with my finger or with the beauty blender. Now I'm just going to go back into that Tarteist Pro Glow palette in the shade Strobe and put that on the very tops of my cheekbone. And then you're going to go ahead and see me go in with the next darkest shade in that palette, which is Stunner. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right below it because I do like the look that if you turn your face, that your whole cheek is highlighted rather than just the top. And if you put too bright of a color in the middle of your face, it will look like a zebra stripe and it won't look blended at all. So that's why I actually do that. Sometimes I do take a very dark color highlight and put it like where my contour is, so that if I really want to be glowy, that I am glowy. Then I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the tops of my nose and my cupid's bow. And now I'm just going to go ahead and contour my nose with Milk Chocolate Soleil. I do not like a very intense contour, even though I do have a really big nose. I just personally don't like a very intense contour, so that's why I am taking Milk Chocolate Soleil instead of regular Chocolate Soleil. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and go over that nose contour. Like I said, I don't like a very intense contour on my nose. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take my RCMA No Color powder and then just go over on the sides of my nose and then down the middle to make it not more intense, but to define it a little bit more. And now I'm just trying to make time go by. Now I'm going to wipe off the extra powder, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender again and go over it again. Now I'm going to take my highlight and I'm just going to go down the bridge of my nose and to make sure that I have that nose highlight. Ooh, it actually looks really good. Wow. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back to my eyes. I am going to take every single color that I put in my crease down below, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm using the M502, by the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Short Shader by Luxie and just put the darker colors closer to my waterline, just so it has that gradient effect. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this Black Kohl liner by Rimmel, and it's 061 Jet Black. And then I'm going to take another shader brush and dip that into the Kat Von D Shax color, which is the black color in there, right there. And I'm going to go ahead and actually set my eyeliner with that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take this Rimmel lip liner in 041 Coffee Bean and just outline my lips. I don't overline my lips, I just go to the very edge, if that makes sense. I actually really do have big lips because I am half Mexican, even though I don't look like it. Anyways, so after I line my lips, I am going to take the Stia liquid lip in Beso, and I'm just going to go ahead and go all over my lip with that. And then I am going to probably end up going and taking that lip liner again just to deepen up the outer corners, because I do like the ombre lip effect. So here you see me just taking the liquid lip in Beso and just going over my lips. Okay guys, and then after that I will be done. I am going to spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter spray, and then I will be done. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the final look. I hope you guys really like it. Let me know if you guys want to see any other looks, and have a good day guys.